This is a timeline of events leading up to, culminating in, and resulting from the English Civil Wars. Events prior to the English Civil War. 1625 – Charles I of England accedes to the English throne, and shortly after marries a French, Bourbon, Roman Catholic princess, Henrietta Maria. 1626 – Parliament dismisses George Villiers, 1st Duke of Buckingham, from command of English forces in Europe. Charles I, furious, dismisses Parliament. 1628 – Charles recalls Parliament. Parliament draws up petition of right which Charles reluctantly accepts. John Felton murders George Villiers in Portsmouth. 1629 – Charles dismisses Parliament and does not call it again until 1640, thus commencing the personal rule. 1633 – William Laud appointed Archbishop of Canterbury. 1637 – Charles attempts to impose Anglican services on the Presbyterian Church of Scotland. Jenny Geddes reacts, starting a tumult which leads to the National Covenant. 1639 to 1640 Bishops' War start in Scotland. 1640 the 13th of April, first meeting of the Short Parliament. The 5th of May, Charles dissolves the Short Parliament. The 26th of October, Charles forced to sign the Treaty of Ripon. The 3rd of November, first meeting of the Long Parliament. The 11th of December, the Root and Branch petition submitted to the Long Parliament. 1641 July, the Long Parliament passes an act for the regulating the Privy Council and for taking away the court commonly called the Star Chamber. August, the Root and Branch Bill rejected by the Long Parliament. October, outbreak of the Irish Rebellion of 1641. The 1st of December, the Grand Remonstrance is presented to the King. December, the Long Parliament passes the Bishops' Exclusion Act. 1642 until the outbreak of the war. The 4th of January, Charles unsuccessfully attempts to personally arrest the 5 members on the floor of the House of Commons. January, on the orders of the Long Parliament, Sir John Hutham, 1st Baronet, seizes the arsenal at Kingston upon Hull. The 5th of February, the bishops of the Church of England are excluded from the House of Lords by the Bishops' Exclusion Act. The 23rd of February, Henrietta Maria goes to the Netherlands with Princess Mary and the Crown Jewels. The 5th of March, the Long Parliament passes the Militia Ordinance. The 15th of March, the Long Parliament proclaims that the people are bound by the ordinance for the militia, though it has not received the royal assent. April, Sir John Hutham, 1st Baronet, refuses the King entrance to Kingston upon Hull. The 2nd of June, the 19 propositions rejected. The 3rd of June, the great meeting on Hewith Moor outside York, summoned by Charles to garner support for his cause. July, Charles I of England unsuccessfully besieges the city of Kingston upon Hull in an attempt to secure its arsenal. July, Parliament appoints the Committee of Safety. The First English Civil War. Events of 1642 to the 22nd of August. King Charles I raises his standard at Nottingham and the war commences. The 23rd of August, Battle of Southam. First sizable encounter between Royalist and AMP parliamentarian forces. The 19th of September, Charles's Wellington Declaration. The 23rd of September, Battle of Pyrg Bridge. The 29th of September, the Yorkshire Treaty of Neutrality was signed, but was repudiated by Parliament. The 4th of October. The 17th of October, King Charles I passed through Birmingham. The townsfolk seized the King's carriages, containing the royal plate and furniture, which they conveyed for security to Warwick Castle, a parliamentary stronghold. The same day there was a skirmish at King's Norton. The 23rd of October, Battle of Edgehill. The 1st of November, Battle of Aylesbury. The 12th of November, Battle of Brentford. The 13th of November, Battle of Turnham Green. The 17th of December, Declaration of Lex Talionis. The 23rd of December, Bunbury Agreement designed to keep Cheshire neutral during the Civil War. Events of 1643. The 19th of January, Battle of Braddock Down. The 28th of January, the Long Parliament sends commissioners to negotiate the Treaty of Oxford. The 19th of March, Battle of Hopton Heath. The 30th of March, Battle of Seacroft Moor. The 3rd of April, Battle of Camp Hill. The 25th of April, Battle of Sowerton Down. The 16th of May, Battle of Stratton. The 16th of June, the Long Parliament passes the licensing order. The 18th of June, Battle of Chalgrove Field, John Hampden killed in the skirmish. The 30th of June, Battle of Atwalton Moor. The 1st of July, first meeting of the Westminster Assembly. The 4th of July, Battle of Burton Bridge. The 5th of July, Battle of Lansdowne Fort near Bar. The 13th of July, Battle of Randway Down Fort near Devizes. The 20th of July, Battle of Gainsborough. The 26th of July, Storming of Bristol. The 17th of August, the Church of Scotland ratifies the Solemn League and Covenant. The 2nd of September, beginning of Siege of Hull. The 18th of September, Battle of Aldburn Chase. The 20th of September, First Battle of Newbury. The 25th of September, the Long Parliament and the Westminster Assembly ratify the Solemn League and Covenant. Under the terms of the deal with Scotland, the Committee of Safety is superseded by the Committee of Both Kingdoms. The 11th of October, Battle of Winsby. The Scots marched south and joined Parliament's army threatening York. The 26th of January, Battle of Nantwich. The 3rd of February, Siege of Newcastle, formal request to surrender to the Scots. The 29th of March, Battle of Cheriton. The 28th of May, Storming of Bolton and the Bolton Massacre. The 29th of June, Battle of Cropredy Bridge. The 2nd of July, Battle of Marston Moor. The 13th of September, Second Battle of Aberdeen. The 19th of October, Siege of Newcastle ends with the storming of the city by Scottish soldiers. The 24th of October, the Long Parliament passes the Ordinance of No Quarter to the Irish. The 27th of October, Second Battle of Newbury. The 23rd of November, first publication of a Repagitica by John Milton. The 4th of November, the Long Parliament sends the propositions of Uxbridge to the King at Oxford. Events of 1645. The 6th of January, the Committee of Both Kingdoms orders the creation of the new model army. The 28th of January, the Long Parliament appoints commissioners to meet with the King's Commissioners at Uxbridge. The 22nd of February, negotiations over the Treaty of Uxbridge end unsuccessfully. The 23rd of April, the Long Parliament passes the Self-Denying Ordinance. The 9th of May, Battle of Aldern. The 14th of June, Battle of Naseby. The 2nd of July, Battle of Alford. The 10th of July, Battle of Langport. The 15th of August, Battle of Kilsyth. The 13th of September, Battle of Philip Hoare. The 24th of September, Battle of Roden Heath. Surrender of Leicester. October, fear of Royalist attack in South Lincolnshire. Charles went to Welbeck, Nottinghamshire. The 17th of December, Siege of Hereford ended with the surrender of Royalist garrison. Events of 1646. The 18th of January, Siege of Dartmouth ended with the surrender of Royalist garrison. The 3rd of February, Siege of Chester ended with the surrender of Royalist garrison after a 136-day siege. The 16th of February, Battle of Torrington, victory for the new model army. The 10th of March, Ralph Hopton surrenders the Royalist army at Tresillian Bridge in Cornwall. The 21st of March, Battle of Stow-on-the-Wold. The last pitched battle of the First Civil War is a victory for the new model army. The 13th of April, Siege of Exeter ended with the surrender of Royalist garrison. The 5th of May, Charles surrendered to a Scottish army at Southwell, Nottinghamshire. The 6th of May, Newark fell to the Parliamentarians. The 24th of June, Siege of Oxford ended with the surrender of Royalist garrison. The 22nd of July, Siege of Worcester ended with the surrender of Royalist garrison. The 27th of July, after a 65-day siege, Wallingford Castle, the last English Royalist stronghold, surrenders to Sir Thomas Fairfax. The 19th of August, Royalist garrison of Raglan Castle surrendered. The 9th of October, the Long Parliament passes the ordinance for the abolishing of archbishops and bishops in England and Wales and for settling the lands and possessions upon trustees for the use of the Commonwealth. Events of 1647. The 13th of March, Harlow Castle, the last Royalist stronghold in Wales, surrendered to the parliamentary forces. The 29th of May, General Council of the Army drew up the solemn engagement. The 3rd of June, Cornet George Joyce with a troop of new model army cavalry seizes the king from his parliamentary guards at Holdenby House and place him in protective custody of the new model army. 4 to 5 June, at a rendezvous on Canford Heath near Newmarket, the officers and men of the new model army gave their assent to the solemn engagement. The 8th of June, General Fairfax sent the solemn engagement to Parliament along with a letter explaining that the king was now in the custody of the army. Negotiations would be conducted through new model army representatives. The 1st of August, General Council of the Army offers the heads of proposals. The 31st of August, Montrose escaped from the Highlands. October, an agreement of the people for a firm and present peace upon grounds of common right presented to the Army Council. The 28th of October, beginning of the Putney debates. The 26th of December, a faction of Scottish Covenanters signed the engagement with Charles I. The Second English Civil War. Events of 1648. The 8th of May, Battle of St. Fagans. The 16th of May, the 11th of July, Siege of Pembroke. The 1st of June, Battle of Maidstone. The 13th of June, the 28th of August, Siege of Colchester. The 17th of August, the 19th of August, Battle of Preston. The 28th of August, on the evening of the surrender of Colchester, Royalists Sir Charles Lucas and Sir George Lisle were shot. The 15th of September, Treaty of Newport. November, leaders in the army draft the remonstrance of the army. The 6th of December, Pride's Purge, when troops under Colonel Thomas Pride removed opponents of Oliver Cromwell from Parliament by force of arms, resulting in Rump Parliament. Events of 1649. The 15th of January, an agreement of the people of England and the places therewith incorporated, for a secure and present peace, upon grounds of common right, freedom and safety, presented to the Rump Parliament. The 20th of January, the trial of Charles I of England by the High Court of Justice begins. The 27th of January, the death warrant of Charles I of England is signed. The 30th of January, Charles I of England executed by beheading. The Rump Parliament passes Act prohibiting the proclaiming any person to be King of England or Ireland, or the dominions thereof. The 5th of February, the eldest son of Charles I, Charles, Prince of Wales, was proclaimed King of Great Britain, France and Ireland by the Scottish Parliament at the Mercat Cross, Edinburgh. The 7th of February, the Rump Parliament votes to abolish the English monarchy. The 9th of February, publication of a conbasilique, allegedly by Charles I of England. The 14th of February, the Rump Parliament creates the English Council of State. February, Charles II proclaimed King of Great Britain, France and Ireland by Hugh, Viscount Montgomery and other Irish royalists at Newtonards in Ulster. The 9th of March, engaged Duke of Hamilton, Royalist Earl of Holland, and Royalist Lord Capel were beheaded at Westminster. The 17th of March, an act abolishing the kingship is formally passed by the Rump Parliament. The 24th of March, the capitulation of Pontefract Castle, which, even after the death of Charles I, remained loyal to Charles II. The 1st of May, an agreement of the Free People of England, tendered as a peace offering to this distressed nation. Extended version from the Leveller leaders: Lieutenant Colonel John Lilburne, Master William Walwyn, Master Thomas Prince, and Master Richard Doverton, prisoners in the Tower of London, May 1, 1649. October, first publication of Iconoclasts by John Milton, a rebuttal of Iconbus-alike. Third English Civil War. Events of 1650. The 1st of May, Treaty of Breda signed between Charles II and the Scottish Covenanters. The 23rd of June, Charles II signs the Solemn League and Covenant. The 3rd of September, Battle of Dunbar, Scotland. The 1st of December, Battle of Highton, Scotland. Events of 1651. The 1st of January, Charles II crowned King of Scots at Scone. The 20th of July, Battle of Inverkeithing. The 25th of August, Battle of Wigan Lane. The 28th of August, Battle of Upton. The 3rd of September, Battle of Worcester. The 3rd of September, the start of the escape of Charles II. The 6th of September, Charles II spends the day hiding in the Royal Oak in the woodlands surrounding Boscobel House. The 16th of October, Charles II landed in Normandy, France, after successfully fleeing England. Events after the English Civil War. Death count: Royalists 50,000, Parliamentarians 34,000 1650 to 1660, English interregnum 1649 to 1653, the first period of the Commonwealth of England. The 20th of April 1653, the Rump Parliament disbanded by Oliver Cromwell 1653 to 1658, the Protectorate under Oliver Cromwell. The 25th of March 1655, Battle of the Severn was fought in the province of Maryland and was won by a Puritan force fighting under a Commonwealth flag who defeated a Royalist force fighting for Lord Baltimore. The 13th of April 1657, Oliver Cromwell declines the crown of England. The 3rd of September 1658, death of Oliver Cromwell. 1658 to 1659, the Protectorate under Richard Cromwell. The 7th of May 1659, Rump Parliament restored by Richard Cromwell. The 25th of May 1659, Richard Cromwell delivered a formal letter resigning the position of Lord Protector. The 13th of October 1659, Rump Parliament disbanded again. 1659 to 1660, the second period of the Commonwealth of England. 1660, English Restoration and the return of King Charles II of England. The 30th of January 1660, Charles II proclaimed King of England. March 1660, Convention Parliament elected. The 4th of April 1660, Charles II issued the Declaration of Breda, which made known the conditions of his acceptance of the Crown of England. The 25th of April 1660, Convention Parliament assembled for the first time. The 29th of May 1660, Charles II arrives in London and the English monarchy is restored. July 1660, Richard Cromwell left England for the Kingdom of France, where he went by a variety of pseudonyms, including John Clark. The 29th of December 1660, Convention Parliament disbanded by Charles II. The 23rd of April 1661, Coronation of Charles II at Westminster Abbey. 1660 to 1662, the trials and executions of the regicides of Charles I. The 30th of January 1661, on the 12th anniversary of the beheading of Charles I, the exhumed remains of Oliver Cromwell were posthumously executed.